doing the work on DIY. So when Chinese people adopted this technique DIY, UK-based company that name is B&Q entered in 1999 into the China and they tried to cater the market that was already being adopted by the Chinese people. But this concept, do it yourself, was adopted in China only by the middle class and upper class. And the lower class, which is a big part of the China, was already lacking in this aspect. And the question number one is about what aspects of the cultural environment in China are relevant to the DIY sector. First one is about there was a lack of awareness of DIY in lower class. Why? Because in lower class there was no awareness regarding this DIY adaptation and they had no such opportunity to build up their homes by themselves because they were not as highly paid as by middle class or upper class. Second, Chinese lower class was not as highly paid as middle and upper class to cater this DIY culture because they were provided only a house which was they were just provided a house that was only made by concrete sheds. There was no window, there was no flooring, there was no roofing, and the lower class was unable to cope up this DIY technique to build up their home in such a way they could live in a good way. Third point aspect was they were expecting strong relationships when any expatriate enter into China and to boost not only a single Chinese person but also their whole economy. It means whenever any expatriate enter into the China to boost the business of themselves, they were not trying to cope up the mind of each and every single Chinese people because they were just trying to get the business from them. And the basic thing that Chinese people are emphasizing is to create more relationships with them, with the industry, with the companies. That the year was 1999. So there is a second question that how successful has B&Q been in adapting to the taste and needs of the local consumer in China. Basically, when this DIY concept was adopted in China, there were two best companies, UK-based and USA-based, who entered into China to get the market. On local person, they were relying the person from their own country, and it was a big hindrance to cater the market. Second, B&Q adopted a policy that local managers could build relationships which are necessary with local suppliers, installers, and local authorities in a market such as China. Adopted only by the middle and upper class, and lower class was lacking in this concept. B&Q facilitated to adopt the DIY concept in local market with lower people who were unable to adopt they want to spend their life when they are building their homes. B&Q changed concept of DIY into CIY. Basically, the concept was do it yourself. But when B&Q entered, they studied the concept, they researched the mind of the people who are living in China, and they tried to convert this DIY concept into CIY. That is, create it yourself. Like they are providing the home to the people, and the emphasis just try to put the things whatever you like in your home. You are not emphasizing that you are going.
Example, this room, and all we get is door, lighting, windows. Then we could decide about carpet, wallpaper, paint, furnishings, curtains. That would be DIY. Wallpaper, you wanted that type of carpet. You wanted that sort of fixtures and fittings. So yeah, that's an important distinction. This morning's group missed that completely. That difference between DIY actually doing it. So this time of year, typically the next holidays coming up and down the country, there'll be lots of people like my. So you know, what paint the ceiling, or repaint the ceiling. Wallpaper, she'll do it. Skirting board,